You know, this is Student of the Game. You know, this is whereby we bring you that juicy conversational content that gets to adjust your mindset and you get to learn a lot.
Any exclusive.
That's what I like.
It took a lot of convincing or a lot of risk taking for me to be able to do what I'm doing now.
You know, my parents have never once limited me, and if I was interested in anything, you know, they would say do it.
All the sacrifices, everything, it's actually starting to pay off.
You know, so there's no excuse of being a failure anymore. You know, this is Student of the Game. This is where we go hard. This is where you grind. This is where the facts are over emotions. You know what I'm saying? This is where we define you.
You gas me up too much.
I ain't gassing, I'm just speaking facts.
I am not feeling anything. What channel are you Castro? What channel are you?
Pengine naona ni kama niko traumatized mpaka saa hii.
Wala sio established Africa.
Onyeshe like how this game is supposed to be played. Just show them.
Watu wengi tunakuwa wasanii lakini we don't become a brand. That's why I left the issue of there's upcoming, there's heart and there's legacy. I'm ready to be a student. I'm a student already.
We are all students of the game, man.
Ini warm up. Msele mnaigizwa buffet mnangwaya. Chapeni start alafu asa tuingie ndani.
I remember like my friends laughing at me. Who's laughing now?
Yeah. Who's laughing now? Subscribe to Established African. We got a lot that's coming that you can't handle on your plate, man. You know, here we give game every day. Welcome once again to Student of the Game, and today we have a very special guest. You're gonna love her. She's a Miss Kenna in a different category that was born in the country, that has been there in Europe, and she's the first pioneer of it. So I think it was well conversant for us to sit down and discuss this special, you know, situation that we have going on in this nation. What's up? What's up, Maureen?
I'm good.
How you doing?
I'm good, I'm great. Yeah.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling very special for you having me here. Like, yeah.
Kujaribu tu, you know what I'm saying? But I'm honored for you being here, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're starting a very, very dope category. Could you just go ahead and explain to guys, before even I get there?
Yeah.
Did I say your name correctly?
No, you didn't. It's Maureen Nzisa.
Maureen Nzisa.
Yeah.
That's are you
have to
Kenyan?
pronounce
Let's go there first.
Yeah.
What does Nzisa mean if you're Kenyan?
Okay, Nzisa is a Kamba name, and in Kamba it means a musical woman. I mean, yeah.
So-
I was named after my grandmother, so yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
was she musically?
Yeah, she was a
inclined?
musician, but she was composing those old traditional music.
That's
so,
beautiful,
yeah.
man.
that's
So
the
you're
meaning
from a
of it.
family of art, per se.
Yeah. From far, I would
Uh-huh,
say, from far generation, but
Yeah.
currently I think no one else is into art except me. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's really dope, man. And you know, when we spoke, I was so happy because I saw you doing the same thing. Like, you know, we're in line with, you know, just our agenda is to motivate the youth. Our agenda is to give the youth good ideas, to be able to look at, you know, on different alternatives to be able to be successful.
Yeah.
Because now we're in a digital space. It's free information era we are in. So, you know, with your personality in itself, I got to learn a lot. And, you know, a lot of people just if we look at the beauty pageant industry, people just think it's good looks, walking down the strip, and people watch you and they're like, yo, she's beautiful, and that's it. Let's redefine this meaning. And I think it's a good time for you to show people what it really counts for you being a Miss Kenya, you know? And I want you, as you explain that, how did Miss Superstar Kenya come about, and how did you end up being a Miss Superstar Kenya, by the way?
Yeah. So last year in November over there, so it's like a company modeling a management company from Southeast Europe, Montenegro. So they have been doing this pageant, you know, trying to find different youth all over the world to support them in talent and careers. And luckily now they are looking for youths all over Africa who can also represent us in the world, you know, globe. And that's when now they were scouting some of the models or young people in Kenya who are willing to represent us, you know, in a world map. And Yeah, I sent my application. You know, you are asked which project do you want to do, you know, to see you important for this, or we can trust you to give you this title. And I sent my application, and I remember my project was, you know, supporting young people in talents and careers, because, you know, there's so many young people out there with different kinds of talent.
True,
but most of the households nowadays, our parents it's hard for them to tell you, you know, go out there, be a musician, you'll be successful in life. 90% you're told you have to go to school, have a degree, you know, and you'll be successful in life. So I'm just trying to create that different image out here, you know, to show people that when talent is well supported, we can make it. We can be successful.
True.
Look at people out there like Beyonce. I mean, she's just a musician. Or maybe different artists, I would say, all over the world. There are so many who are very successful, and not because of degrees and all that. You can be who you want to be with your own talent.
With your art.
Yeah, with your art. Yeah.
So Miss Superstar Kenna was brought from South Europe.
Southeast Europe.
Southeast Europe.
Yeah.
And for me, just to understand, was it like an online activity that was taking place, or was it like, did they come here, set up, you guys did an event? What took place?
Actually, to be honest, it was much more unique. Yeah, you have to, it was virtual, I would say. But
it was virtual, yeah?
We had to send, you know, video of you walking, but more what they are looking into, they are looking for someone who has a vision. You know?
Ooh,
yeah,
okay,
you have a vision, and you can represent them, and you align with their goals. You know? Yeah, so that was more of the things which were being checked, and there were so many models who applied for this.
Wow.
So yeah, I think more than 30 models who applied for
more
this.
More than 30
and,
models.
And I was lucky to, you know,
to be picked.
Yeah.
And now this is where now the defining factor of being a model comes in place.
Exactly.
So everybody was beautiful. I believe everybody was beautiful there.
Perfect.
You know, it was a very competitive slot. And I'm sure you were panicking every day thinking, man, will I be the one? Because I'm sure you saw even the pictures of the rest of your teammates, and you were like, oof, if I was the judge, I'd pick her, but not me.
I was actually not seeing myself being picked, let me be honest.
I know those moments. I know. Damn, that's dope, man. But you see your confidence, and where you were able to beat them all, it was on your idealizations of what becoming a community leader is.
Exactly.
And would you mind sharing with us what you proposed?
Yeah, so for me, I proposed, as I said, you know, supporting talent.
Okay.
And what drove me into this is because, okay, for me, I would say I had a talent once, but I didn't know how to express it, you know, how to move it forward. And I've seen so many young people, most of them are musicians, others are drawing, others are doing spoken words, even people out there in the streets. And then this is the project I proposed to them, just supporting talents and careers. Even, you know, giving advices to people who have finished school and they have projects, how do they undergo with it, you know, starting startups, you know, getting also funds for your projects. I'm doing different things, but it's all about supporting young people.
It's all about supporting young people and their careers and talent.
Exactly.
That is dope. I feel like you chose, why they chose you was they saw that despite you generalizing it, making it all about, like, you know, supporting the youth, I think the main intrinsic value here was you supporting, uplifting people's self-esteem. Exactly. I think that's where it came from. So your agenda is mostly to uplift people's self-esteem, because people always have ideas. People always have things that they are working towards and goals that they are working towards. But a lot of people fail because they lack that self-esteem part of it. And I believe, like, when you conquer that, it gives you a lot of confidence to be able now to share that confidence with other peers.
Yeah.
I think that's why they selected you, because that's deep.
Yeah.
Have you ever looked at it that way?
Yes, actually I was thinking, why was I selected? And I've never got an answer to that.
I think that's your answer. I'm
Yeah,
being
I think
honest,
so.
you know?
I think so.
Whenever you're in the business of boosting people's or uplifting people's self-esteem, man, you always win. Because now it's a soul-to-soul conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's deeper. So, man, like, what projects are you working on currently? I've seen you're doing some good stuff on your IG, which I'm gonna feature, guys, by the way. You know, just follow Michelle. Maureen. Man, you see, I'm bad with names, I keep saying. Follow Maureen,
Yeah.
and I won't say the second name. I don't want to mess it up. I want to be
Maureen
respectful
Zisa.
to your grandmother.
Maureen Zisa.
Maureen Zisa.
Yeah.
Man, I'm bad at this, man. I'm bad at names, man. I'm just bad at
You
names.
get used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what projects are you working on now?
So actually, I would really start from last year. Last year, 27th of December, I held a Christmas celebration with street children
Wow.
at Givenchy, whereby it was all about trying to look on the street children. Do they really have talents, or do they really have vision or something they want to do? And I interacted with more than 100 of them.
Street children. We're talking street
Yeah,
children.
street children.
That's a street gang that you
Yeah,
had right
exactly.
there. 100
exactly.
people.
100. And out of the 100, I managed to, to get 4. One is doing is a DJ, another one is doing spoken word, another one is a young mother, she's 22 years old.
Wow.
And another one, she is 17, she's a school dropout.
Wow.
So interacting with these people, I came to realize that everybody has a vision and everybody has something they want to do,
Yeah.
or they want to be somebody in the future.
Yeah.
So, and then after that, now in January, I have talked to different companies, Golden Tulip being one of them, and
It's a very beautiful resort, by the way.
exactly in Westlands. So they accepted, to be part of our project as a CSR project on their side.
Wow.
And they are helping us, to help these street children to, to give them job and to train them, on different things they want to achieve. And that was one of the big motivation I had. And then after that, I was like, so how do I use my social media, to create a positive impact to the society? Because we'd find most of the young people right now, they are not using social media in the right way,
So true.
Most of the young people, we only looking for the attention out there on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, but we forget we can still use social media for positive impact.
Yeah.
And I've really now been talking to different celebrities, interviewing different celebrities on my Instagram lives, whereby they come to, to share their story. How did they start? Because we see out there on the backstage, we see people flourishing. Like it came like boom. You were born to succeed, but it's different.
Yeah.
If people can express their story, how did they struggle? What are some of the challenges they faced to be successful?
Yeah.
It is motivating the other person and making them feel like, and I can also be successful with this person.
Yeah, we are sharing the same pain, and
Yeah.
we're showing you through the same pain I was able to achieve this,
Exactly, exactly. And so far, I've talked to Major, I've talked to Kelechi, I've talked to Ekodida,
Wow.
I've talked to...
Ikodida has a deep story, I know that.
He's a very
Wow.
a wise and supporting person.
I also
And-
love Major, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always
He's
down to
vibes.
earth, and he's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a very funny guy.
Yeah.
And I've also talked to Dumba, the Rwanda guy who expressed different videos, facial expressions. Yeah, and all these people, their
Wow.
stories are different.
Wow.
They struggled a lot, to be seen as a big,
Public
a public figure. And so many young people are looking up to them. But
Yeah.
most people don't look at the negative part, how they struggled. They want to copy maybe their dress code. We'll find a young person struggling, to spend a lot of money to dress, maybe like you. But they don't see at the end of the day how did you work hard to be successful or to make it up to where you are. So
Yes.
it's all about trying to make people understand the struggle has to be there.
Yes.
And for you to be successful, it won't just come as one night, as a dream. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, this is it's so great because, your industry is very stereotyped.
Yeah.
And, I always feel a little bit sad whenever they compare models on your level and, beauty pageant models with video vixen. I always get
Yeah.
offended with that because
Yeah.
I look at it like, listen, there's a difference. Beauty pageant, the queen of the beauty pageant that day, she has been selected based off, yes, the beauty is an added value, but you're being based off selected. Are you suitable to match your beauty to become a community leader? And that's what a lot of people don't understand, that when you have that title, Miss, it comes with the responsibility behind it. and it's deep responsibility. Like, I just like the fact that you just say that, you know, you spent your Christmas with these street children. You know, that's something I'd love to do, and I'll join you any day or any time you tell me, Castro, you'll pull up today, or this weekend we're gonna be doing this and stuff. You know, I love those kind of things, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of people who see that miss, they don't understand that title. It's not, she's the most beautiful Kenyan out of all the other women, or she's the one who stood out of, you know, her image and stuff like that, and her liking. It's what's the beauty and the brains matching to give us the community leader that we admire and we all want to see out there. I think that's where a lot of people need to understand. And for you, so far, do you feel like that respect, you have attained it, or you still feel like I gotta fight for my respect in this category?
Actually, it's very important because you mentioned that most of the people take, if you hear someone is a model or maybe a beauty queen, we have, most of us have that negative image of a model or a beauty queen. And it's important for people to know that it also counts a lot of the brains, you know? It's not always about the beauty. The brains matter a lot. And being...
You gotta have a beautiful brain, just like you have your physique beauty.
Exactly.
Okay.
And you know, when also for me, when I present myself, I'm a model. Some people don't take me serious. Sometimes it happens. People will think, oh, maybe she's jobless, or maybe she does nothing. She's just an idle person. But it's different. I have my own job, actually. And being a beauty queen is a plus for me. And I use the side of my wisdom, or the I would say the lessons I have in life to express this to the world. And having my leadership qualities, you know, completes me to be a beauty queen. So people should stop having this judgment, like models, or maybe you try, oh, these are just idol girls, you know, walking on the runway, they're just time wasters. It's not that way.
It's true.
It's beauty with brains, and we have jobs, we have careers, and we have a vision, you know?
That's deep, and I just hope that the community understands it. And for the lady who's aspiring to become the next Mr. and Miss, or guy who's trying to become the Mr. or the guy and the lady, you know, Mr. and Miss Campus Flani, or Mr. or Miss Title Flani, or Mr. Title Flani. I think people need to understand the fact that these are community leadership positions you're chasing, despite you having the beautiful looks. And I think with that understanding would be dope. And for me, I just want you to keep doing what you're doing, you know, because we are very few in this journey. We're very few people in this journey. We don't have enough people who we can say are uplifting our people spiritually, you know, like, you know, soul-wise motivating every day. And especially to have a beautiful woman doing that, I think for me, that's a plus. You know, you're using your beauty to take it to show other people how beautiful they could be in their careers, how beautiful they are as well with their physique as well. Because I know there's a lot of ladies who go to your DM telling you, oh, I used to do this. You know, I feel like I'm, you know, a little bit big. They have self-esteem issues. I know you're also a counselor, you know, in this process. You know, you end up counseling a lot.
Exactly, that's true. You end up meeting, you know, like when I started, you know, having the Instagram live, engaging people, I get so many, you know, young people, women, you know, guys, you know, in DMing me and telling me, you know, I have this kind of a challenge. Most of them, they have failed in 1-2 things. Most of ladies have failed in modeling because I was told, you know, I'm not beautiful enough. Others say that, you know, I don't have a job, you know, what do I do? Can you help me to get a job? Others just want advice, like if you want to go by this, do this modeling, or maybe a certain career, how do I do it, you know? YouTube channels. I've just met so diverse people doing different things, and on the way you start getting to become a counselor. You're not one, but on the way you
find yourself becoming a counselor every day. And you know, the title comes with a lot of responsibilities, like we have agreed, and like we know. The other issue is, you know, there's the aspects of you being responsible enough, not trending on, on social media over the negative issues. You're forced sometimes to be in a relationship so that you don't go hang around, mess around with Jipate kwa Insta story and go bare. You're like, man, man, so like, how are you able to handle that? Because I know there's a lot of beauty queens who are facing serious challenges. Because Abula amepigiwa simu na Utile, kisha anapigiwa na CEO wa KCB. So amekaa tu pale anashindwa, how will I behave? These powerful people are calling me left, right, center. To you, how do you do it?
So for me, I would say it happens to everybody. It happens to me, But
have you met a guy you got confused? You didn't even, when you were not able to have a conversation, you were like, hey. It's Jonah Charlie Caro.
Okay, you meet different kind of people. You meet different kind of people, definitely. Good looking, whatever. But for me, what has really been driving me is having my own standards. I know what I want.
Okay.
I really get confused. Let me be honest.
You haven't been confused yet?
Because
temptations in that industry.
Because I'm having something I'm chasing, If I allow myself to get confused, then on the way I'll be lost,
It's true.
If I mess up with you, then I won't be able to achieve what I want to achieve with you. Because then the road will have changed to something else.
Different.
Yeah. So I always put that first. I just keep my standards and I put in front what I want to achieve in whatever, or whoever person I want to work with.
Wow, so you gotta be alpha in this situation.
Exactly, you have to have your own standards and you have to, to follow them, You will models face a lot. But if you just want to follow that path, it's fine, you lose a lot. But if you want to achieve something, then you really gotta have to have your own standards.
Would you video vixen for any superstar who calls you to be part of their music video? Would you do it?
Depends. If it rhymes with my own things I'm doing,
brand pillars.
My brand, I will do it. And it depends. How do I do it? I won't go there and dance on the video.
No,
I won't do it. But depends. There are different types of video vixening.
So, and who's the most powerful person you have met ever since you joined this industry? I know you guys meet a lot of powerful people. Who's the most upper echelon guy you met, or female that you met, and you were like, wow?
Actually, to be honest, last week I visited. It's kind of a young mothers association center. It's in how do I say, outside, it's in Nairobi. I can't remember the name very well. So this woman, she has trying to help young mothers for like 19 years now.
Wow.
And she's also a victim of the World War, like First World War. Yeah, the father was fighting in the First World War.
What?
And she's also a woman. There are so many people who are out there fighting for something, but the society is not recognizing them, because when you do something good, no one wants to know you.
Yeah.
So for her, she has been helping, young mothers, trying to, to teach them different type of skills, catering, also young boys, how to make like juakali thing stuff. So I would say, so far, apart from my mother, this is the woman who has inspired me, and she has helped like more than 100 women so far in Kenya.
What? With their businesses and?
Yeah, with their businesses, teaching them how to do tailoring, how to bake. Yeah, and
you
she
need
has
to plug
changed
me in
the
with this
life.
woman. I need to put on commercial Fridays,
I
man.
will. I will. She makes
She has
cakes.
to win a Nobel. 19 years. She's been
Yeah.
doing this consistently.
Yeah, and I was
Wow.
asking her, if there were women who were supposed to be rewarded or be given rewards now in Kenya, you are one of these women,
What?
She's actually fighting for, there is another cemetery. Do you know there is a cemetery at, I don't know the name of this place. When I remember, I'll tell you. But she's fighting for a cemetery which was used to, to bury people also who are fighting for the First World War, and she has been fighting for it not to be grabbed,
Oh, because they want to grab the
Because
land.
they wanted to grab it. So if they grab it, how will our history be seen?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
like our local people have fought for the World War, fought for us to be independent right now.
Yeah.
So she's doing it, and she's doing it alone. Trust me, she's doing it alone. So this is one of the phenomenal women. Like, she has inspired me so far.
Man, that's great, man. I think your line and your career is one of the best, if not the best, in the industry in terms of discipline, in terms of you being responsible, because I think if a lot of artists picked upon what the beauty, the responsibilities of the beauty pageants, we'd have so many community leaders, and this society will be better and better every day. Because so I think it's also your job as well to advocate for more celebrities to be showing up whenever you have these activities. Don't do them alone. Call for support. Some of these people don't have direction. You being a leader, you need to give direction sometimes, and just be like, yo, I need to get King Kaka, I need to get Calligraph, I need to get Nadia, I need to get all these people at different events to be able to coming up and showing up, and you need to call them. You know what I mean? And teach the entertainment community at large how to be responsible with your leadership, because you guys are the ones who are vulnerable, who are put to that task a lot. So I'm really happy for you coming here. I'm really proud of what the beauty pageant is evolving and becoming to be. This is you're the pioneer of Miss Superstar Kenya, right?
Yeah.
So that means if it's gonna last here for 100 years, you'll always be a reference.
Exactly.
She was our pioneer.
Yeah.
How you feeling about that?
Yeah, I feel really happy because I have to create a path like everybody has to show. And
Wow.
the way I created it, like, that's how everybody else gonna go by it. So I'm so proud of that. I won't lie.
Man, you came up with a new name.
Yeah.
You're doing this all community work. Man, I just want to applaud you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. And here, of Student of the Game, we like giving advice to people like you and whatever you do. For me, I want you to become, courtesy of Student of the Game. I'd advocate for you to do more commercial partnerships in terms of, branding. You can work with different corporates. I'd want you to have a pool of corporates, just like you have Golden Tulip as one of your partners. I want you to have like at least 10 of them by the time we're meeting again for this, for the second season of Student of the Game. And at least you're able to advocate for more community services and recruit a lot of women, young girls as well. And I can't wait to see what's gonna happen this year, man. I'll be tapped in. I'll always be tapped in with you.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy. Really being here, it's like a privilege for me, and learning new things into this game. Yeah. So I'm ready to be a student. I'm a student already.
We are all students of the game, man.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, that has been the one and only. Finalize is finished, say. The one and only.
The one and only Maureen Zisa, the first and ever Miss Superstar Kenya.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to go.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.